The resurrected master stands for a most powerful evolutionary leap by transcending to a reality beyond the subatomic building blocks of light and frequency. Up to this point, all of life has been held by the subatomic particles of light and frequency. Now, he or she has to move beyond that. For this, he needs all the power he can muster, power released by dissolving illusions. That is why in this third stage, illusions come knocking on the master's door, and he starts to wonder if he has stepped backwards. Every little illusion wants to be resolved because they are bound by power. And in dissolving them, they release that power that the master is going to need for the next very large step. The next step is the white light reality, the uncharted territory of a life beyond duality. A life in which immaculate high magic flows effortlessly through the vessel of the master's being. That is why we are studying the 384 principles that uphold such a life, the principles of high magic. So, beloved ones, I want to start getting this power that is needed for you not only to go into the white light, but to stay there. Some of you went in there when you visited me here in America at our private retreat, but things of the world pulled you back out again. This time, we want to gather enough power to stay there. So it comes through the insights of the wheels. So in examining the information from these wheels, it will shed a lot of light on areas we've had questions about. The wheels we will talk about as though they are a clock. I will say the first section we're going to examine is from 11 o'clock to 2 o'clock. And so if it's a clock, you can see exactly which section it is. The lower sigil in this area from 11 o'clock to 2 o'clock, the lower big sigil in there, says, if we look at the upper sigil that's there, it says something very interesting. It says, left for Altea. Left for Altea. Then, if we look at the 3 arrows below it, they come from, this is something that happened in the past. In these wheels, if arrows come from the past, from something in the past, if it's past history, in other words, they'll come from the left. If it's something yet to happen, like a prophecy, they'll come from the right. So 3 arrows and the turtle. Native Americans call planet Earth Turtle Island. They still use the symbol of the turtle for the Earth. What this is saying is that life has begun on Earth, and as you know, life began with the original ones, but that they left for a planet called Altea, and that they returned to Earth 3 times. The arrows point towards the turtle. And each time they found the Earth destroyed. Now, if you hold up your fingers, your hand with your fingers on, you will see you have 5 fingers, right? But you have 4 gaps in between those fingers. There have been 5 creations and recreations of humanity. There have been 4, which is in between these stages, interventions by the original ones who were responsible for creating humanity. 3 times they returned, but the 4th time is now. 4th time they have come amongst humanity and lived like one of them among them. Now we go into, well, let's first just look at the comet on the right. See the stars and the moon and the comet? And then below the very bottom section is water. What this is saying is that the 4th time they came to create humanity and live amongst humanity as one of them, their presence prevented a comet from hitting the earth and flooding it. Now, let's look, and incidentally, some of this is written in the sigils on the very left about preventing the comet. Otherwise, just like before, the earth yet again would have been destroyed, and the 5th creation of man, which is currently living here, would also have been destroyed.